sunshine, and welcome back to Kayla's Kitchen. Today we are going to be talking about some of my favorite teas that I discovered in 2020, as well as some of my goals for 2021. So I have more tea than I have goals, so we're going to talk about the tea first, and then a goal, and then a tea, and then we're going to end on a tea. So these teas, the teas that I picked out were teas that I discovered in 2020, not necessarily newly released, but I discovered them in 2020. In fact, I believe only one of these is newly released. But they are easily all right now some of my favorite teas. So let's talk about these. So the first tea on my list is Highland Morn from Simpson & Vale. This is just a simple black tea blend with cornflowers, but this is my favorite breakfast blend flat out of all time. So good. It is a nice, strong black tea, but it has this like floralness to it, so it's light and elevated, and it's so good. And I can't describe to you how much I adore the Highland Morn blend from Simpson & Vale. It is so good. So like chef's kiss. So good. I love this tea so much. So that tea leads me into my first goal for 2021, and that is that I want to record how many cups of tea that I drink every single day. So I am going to use the My Tea Pal app, and I want to, every time I drink a cup of tea, record that I drank that cup of tea, so that by 2022, I will have a list of all the teas that I drank that year. Not a list, but like a number. Like, this is how many cups of tea you drink in 2021. And I'm excited about that. I think that will be pretty fun. And if you're curious about the My Tea Pal app, you can check out up here. I have a video where I talk about my tea storage and organization, as well as a little bit about the My Tea Pal app. So now we have tea number 2 on this list, and that is Hardy & Sons Gingerbread Festival. So good. So this is a black tea with ginger, cinnamon, and molasses, and that's exactly what it is. It tastes like a gingerbread festival. I don't know what a gingerbread festival is, but it tastes like it. It is spicy, it is sweet, it is molassesy, it is amazing. So good. This was released from Hardy & Sons with their holiday collection. They did 4 tins in their historic Royal Palace tins, and this was good. So now for my second goal, one thing that I'm going to really challenge myself to do is only to place 2 orders for tea every month. I'm already not looking forward to doing this. I think I might allow myself to, if I don't place any orders, or if I only place 1, I think I might allow myself to let it roll over to the next month. Because with the way that certain tea companies work, like David's Tea, or like, I mean mostly David's Tea, they release, or Adagio is another good example. When they release something, you kind of want to order it because there's not always, you can't always just like, oh, I'll order it later. You can't always wait. So David's Tea releases stuff, and it might sell out, first of all, particularly when we're in the US with no brick and mortar stores, or it could just get taken off the website and not be re-released on the website, and then it would be gone. So there's that with David's Tea. And Adagio does certain things where they release for one day only, or they release for, you know, you have like this slot of time to buy it, and if you don't buy it within that time, it's going to be gone. So it's kind of important to place orders when necessary with certain companies. So I want to give myself some leniency with some of the bigger launch times, like summer and fall and winter. Because fall and winter, you have, I mean, David's Tea releases new teas like every 3 or 4 weeks on their website during fall and winter. And Adagio might say, hey, here's this tea that you can get, but it's only going to be available today. So I want to give myself some leniency So that's why the numbers will roll over if I don't use it. And my initial goal is that I don't want to place any orders in January. Which that then leads us into tea number 3, which is Rose Earl Grey from Tea Drops. I got this in my Sips By box and it was fantastic. It is a really nice Earl Grey it has that nice bright citrusy bergamot, but it also has a wonderful calming rose in there, which I just think really like elevates this Earl Grey, and I really like this one. I loved it. Nothing more to say. Now, speaking of buying tea, let's talk about drinking some tea up. So my next goal for 2021 is to post about my tea empties every month on Instagram. I probably won't necessarily do a video, and that will make more sense about why, the rationale behind that, when I get to the next goal after we talk about the next tea. But anyway, I probably won't be able to do a video, and so I will most likely just post about it on Instagram. I'm trying to like make sure I post on Instagram more often. I just don't, because I feel like the time it takes to set up a nice photo is not very conducive to, like, sometimes when I go and make a cup of tea, it's like, you know, I only have 10 minutes between classes or whatever. So I just don't feel like I always have the time to be able to post about it on Instagram. So I'm trying to make sure I post on Instagram a little bit more often. And so I think that having like a goal of posting at least once a month about my tea empties will kind of force me, because I don't want to just do back-to-back posts about tea empties. So it will kind of force me to post on Instagram a little bit more often. That's the thought process. We'll see if it works. You can check me in 2022 to see what happens. So the next tea on my list is Banana Nut Bread from David's Tea. This is like a heavy tea. Like this tin, this is heavy. This tin is their like traditional 4-ounce tin, but I got 6 ounces of this tea in here. So that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna smell it because it smells so good. Anyway, Banana Nut Bread from David's Tea is wonderful. I have been wanting to try it for a really long time. And I finally decided to try it earlier in 2020, like around the summer-ish. And this was spectacular. Stephanie over at Tea Leaf Project has a video on this tea of a review, and she talks about how she makes it as an iced latte. That's honestly the only way that I've ever tried this tea, but it is probably the best iced tea latte that I have ever had. It's amazing, and it is banana and nutty, and it's delicious, and there's not a lot else to say about it, but I'm so happy that I decided to try it, and it's spectacular. So the last goal that I have for 2021 is sort of just a continuation of something that I started a couple months ago back in October or November. But it's just not to keep my 3 videos a week posting on YouTube. And a couple of things go into this. So number one, that's why I can't really do empties videos, because the 3 videos a week are I want to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and not every empty falls on one of those days, right? Not every like end of the month or beginning of the month, a day when you would post one of those videos. And I think that my other thing about making empties videos is that you can't pre-record them. Videos like this, easily pre-recorded. It's December 28th, but this isn't going up until January. So with videos, it's kind of my goal is to pre-record a lot of videos when, right, I'm on Christmas break right now. I don't have anything to do but record videos, which might speak more to what my social life is like, but when I have more time, I can sit down and record a bunch of videos, and then I'll just be able to post them, and that makes posting 3 videos a week super easy and manageable. So my goal, 3 videos a week, a review on Mondays, a recipe video on Wednesdays, and just like a fun video on Fridays. And yeah, that's the goal. That's the thought process. We'll see if we make it happen. So my final tea that I discovered in 2020 is Blueberry Cinnamon Crumble from Simpson & Vale. This tea. So I love this tea so much, I think I went back and bought 4 or 6 ounces of it. It is a green rooibos blend. And this is, like, it really tastes, it is spicy, it is fruity, and it is like warming and calming, and it's delicious. And I really, really love this blend. It is from their dessert collection. I've loved like every tea basically from Simpson & Vale. Well, maybe I shouldn't say loved. I have enjoyed every tea from Simpson & Vale. I have not had a tea from them yet that I have tasted and went, ooh, I hate that. So that's pretty cool. So Simpson & Vale is really one of those brands that every time I try one of their teas, I'm pretty much guaranteed to at least be able to drink it. I love that about companies. So those are my top teas that I tried or was introduced to in 2020, as well as some of my goals for 2021. So let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite teas that you tried in 2020 are, and if you have any goals for 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe down below, but that is all for now. So as always, happy sipping.